Hello everyone, this is Schultzy, and I want to talk to you about Skulls of the Shogun. Really fun game, about $15-20 on Xbox Live. I would say I would have to recommend it, if nothing more than on the charm that it is. This game just screams a ton of charm. A lot of the reviews that they've been putting out give it a thumbs up. I for one do agree this game is a good thumbs up. It's a very simplistic rock paper scissors type of gameplay. Kind of feels like a chess. It's a turn-based RTS type of game. Really fun. Your basic troops are your shogun, your soldier, your cavalry guy, and your archer. And you'll have some monk and special power guys. I haven't gotten to those parts yet. There's 20 levels. I'm going to be playing this some more, but from what it plays as, it is very fun. It does require a great deal of strategy in thinking out the problems which you're doing, not just rushing in. This does seem like a true strategy game. Killjoy and I will probably be playing it later on this weekend, doing our own little who can beat the crap out of each other in this with the game modes. But it's been a very fun game. And so far I have to say, one that you should play, and it has charm. I mean, this thing it's a throwback. The art style, very simplistic, very, in a sense, as Killjoy said, cute and adorable, but there is nothing wrong with the art style being the way it is. It is super fun, and it has references throughout it so far that I've been playing, referencing different games, and it's enough to make you smile, chuckle, and just roll your eyes at the stupidity. And this is a game that knows that it's not to be taken seriously, just have a good time with it. And that is probably why Killjoy and I really love this game. I haven't been seeing really anyone else doing it, maybe a few reviews here and there, but this game is pretty much, the main campaign, there's not a lot to it, but enough, okay, play, have fun with it, and then go straight into multiplayer with someone, because this game, other than the charm that it has, this will be keeping people on the edge. It kind of feels like a downgraded version of XCOM. You will be thinking out your moves. You'll be planning it like a chess game, trying to get yourself in the right position, taking the right, figuring out when do I take a chance, when do I become super aggressive. And that's probably why I really like Skulls of the Shogun. This thing just gives me something that I really haven't seen in a very long time. Now, I'm not saying this is the best game ever, but it's one that I have to say, yeah, it's probably a very good idea, a good game that can be, this can go across casual players and hardcore players alike, and no one would be disappointed. And that's probably why Killjoy and I love it so much, because it's a very simple concept. It's pretty much move your pieces around like a chess piece. Know each unit's powers and strengths, and they're very simple. That your normal soldier is a big bulky guy that can take it out and dish it out. Cavalry is more meant for quick getting to positions and hitting the spots. Mr. Fancy Pants and Magical Mushroom Kingdom, we know the reference, but I mean that's probably why I like this. And the archer is a heavy damage dealing, but it's also very weak. The powerful monks have powers, wind magic, fire, I think, or something like that. I haven't really gotten to those guys yet, so I'm not going to talk about those guys, but the game is just pretty much know your player, know how to do it, use the movements. This may be the tutorial, but this is probably the best way to do a tutorial in a game. Just make it simple, and then let the humor just strike out and come out with it. Because without the humor in this game would not be able to stand up. And just watching this, just how stupid and silly it is what makes it so good and great. And the art style really breathes and breathes a life into this game that many other games don't have. I mean, there are colors that may be drab in some areas, but it really has this flair that you're like you are in Japan during the during when samurai are around fighting each other, and that is probably why I love it so much. And just even here, even the cutscenes, you can see the humor and the style that is in there, and you can even see the player's stats every single time you move them. Every single time you move them, you click on them, you can see, well, maybe not in this exact spot, but you can see what it is. And even this, it teaches you the game in the best way possible. Let your hands go on it, touch it, and it tells you what you can do and what you can't do. Something that's probably why I like it so much. And you can just see it, and you'll see when he gets closer, it should do it for this one. If it doesn't, it'll do it on the next stage. Okay, we'll do it the next time when you start fighting again, showing how much damage you can do And yes, your units can counterattack. I mean, if you lock all your units together, they can form a wall that makes them not be able to get any pushback and stuff like that. And that's probably why I like it so much, because there is a lot of thought you have to go into it to think on what do I do, how do I do it, and when do I do it. And the battlefields, you may argue, oh, it's simplistic, but the simplistic style is designed for you to be able to easily take hold of it and not have problems with it. So you can go, okay, I have this. I have to go through this map. The guys from IGN complained about, oh, the placement of these people. There is really no problem with the placement whatsoever in the least. And talk how he was complaining how he got knocked off the edge. That is your own problem if you cannot place your men right. There is really no problem with it. It just takes you a while. As long as you take your time thinking when you're going to do for what you're going to do, you're going to have no problem with this game. This, as I said, it's just a chess game. Make sure you know who to use, when to use them. And what you pretty much want to do is make sure you have your soldiers in the front, the normal infantry. Then you have your archers behind them raining down missiles, and then you have the soldier come in and cut them down quickly. It is pretty much, in the sense, just a attrition warfare when you play this game, even strategically. You just got to learn that. Make sure you protect your most heavy power hitting units, which is the archer. He is the most powerful hitting thing because he can hit from a range, and in doing so, he does more damage, but he's very weak. So you know you have to have the infantry to take and absorb the hits and kill them and kick their butt. And the cavalry is just for a quick move in, quick move out, taking territories. Now the other thing is you want to do is, for every slain unit, this will be shown in the screen later on, every enemy unit you slay, you want to take and eat their skulls. It may sound weird, like that. Okay, the pushing guy out right off into the edge, that's the biggest thing, but you want to collect their skulls and eat them. It's very, very important when you do that, because you get more health and the ability to take a second turn. And when you do something like this, you are allowing your units to actually upgrade, and I feel that this upgrade is probably what's going to make this game a real challenge, because it forces you to a simple risk-reward system that you got to think on. When do I attack? When should I attack? Should I attack now, or should I use my turn to get more powerful? And this is probably why I love it so much, is that this little dichotomy of how to act and when to act really puts you on edge, and it forces you to take chances that you probably would not want to take, or what you feel you shouldn't take. And that is probably why I love it so much, because there is this tension in the games that you're going to realize that you're going to lose some people no matter what you do. And you just have to get over that fact, because it's something hard for me that I never want to lose a single guy, no matter what. And even then, the killing scenes, you see them when they get injured, they cringe. I like that. It's a real sense of humor. That it's that art style direction that makes it universal for all players. That makes it enjoyable and fun. That it doesn't make you want to go, okay, it's just another third-person shooter or first-person shooter generic. It has some character to it, and all the characters that are there, even these little floaty little guys, just something of them breathes a character that many modern games don't have, and that these downloadable titles have. And I feel the downloadable titles have this character and charms that many modern games don't have, is because their budget is smaller, and they know that they have to make do with a lot smaller budget, and they know that they are not going to make a lot, so they're going to think, we have to grab someone's attention by really good gameplay or an art style that really speaks to the gamer. And both of these things are really in this game. The art style is just a very beautiful art style, very cartoony, but this cartoony allows this caricatures of these characters just to pop and come out, and the fact that your lord is trying to find the Shogun so he can get revenge for him killing him is what really just strikes me of wanting to play it more and more. And Killjoy and I, hopefully if we have the time, we'll do if I can get the thing done, I'll try to do a live recording of us just goofing around having fun. But it is just something, you can just see, it's just so crazy and stupid, and that's probably why I like it so much, because it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's meant this lighthearted fun, and the best way they do this about teaching you how to play the game is to slowly open it up and give you little bit by little bit by little bit. This is the proper way of hand-holding. You have to really mess up to lose, but that's probably why I like this. and that even the enemy characters or these characters join you, they have this charm that makes them 50 Rice and Mr. Mustache. I mean, just that alone, the game knows it's not to be taken seriously, and you shouldn't be taking this seriously as some, oh my god, okay, here's the stats you can just see. The HP and the damage they can do. So this guy can do 5 damage, but he has 3 defense. And that's what you're going to have to know, that the samurai main lines have a good defense, and he's, as he said, a damage sponge, just like he was in high school. It's something crazy. And this guy, he's meant for a quick, fast-hitting one. That guy's a heavy-hitting, dealing, and heavy defense. And these are the guys you really want to have on the front lines just to defend and hold people at bay. Yes, as he said, this guy's the most important character, and you want to make sure he's protected from all damage, because if you lose him, you lose everything, and you do not want to lose him. And you could just see how they have to make chances and take chances to move in, and you can just see it is something that is just so silly, lighthearted, and you got to learn that when to move and how to move, and you could just see. You can lose the first mission. I haven't tried to, but you really have to F up. So this game it may be holding your hand, but this is the proper way of holding your hand, where you just do just enough to let the person feel like they're doing, but still give them a little tension, like they could fail. And that's what a lot of these games are missing, and that this casual game, that casual games are doing, and that games like this know that, okay, if you're going to take away or make them have a chance at losing, not a chance at losing, you lose the sense that, okay, this is a good game, where you have games that have this sense of, oh my god, there's tension, I'm going to lose, or I could lose. It makes the game an enjoyable thing that you kind of want to play and want to get better at, because the sense of challenge in some of these games... a Monty Python reference, oh god. But this is probably why I like him, and he's dead, we can't do anything else. Well, this is Eat the Skull. This is one mechanic that is so important, that once you get 3 skulls, you get to be doing more turns, and the fact that if you can do that, you can easily learn, okay, take a person down, eat their skull, you get more hit points, and you return some hit points to yourself. I mean, that is probably why I love this so much, that it really makes the guy it makes the game really get this moment like, oh my god, you lost a lot, and you can easily hold the people at bay if you eat enough skulls. And this is probably why a nice difference in change. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this as kind of a little bit of a tips and tricks reviews, first impressions thing. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll probably do a few more of these. I really like this game. I hope you do like this too. Please pick this game up. It's a really fun game. If you like strategy games, or if you like turn-based, if you even like chess, you probably would like this. And the art style and the humor that's in there is a perfect mix to make you smile and snicker for the main campaign when you understand the story and how it plays along. And then the multiplayer, you're going to enjoy it too. Thanks for listening. Please tell me what you think, and thank you, and good night.